Deja vu.
What did you just say?
Hey everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times movies recycled props and sets. For this list, we're ranking instances where old items were reused from old productions on newer film projects. Did you know about any of these? Let us know in the comments. All right, let's get to it. Number 10, a jet from True Lies, The Avengers. Who said a jet couldn't be wrecked multiple times?
He is a little rusty right now, but that's a trademark after takeoff. I gotta be honest with you. It's like riding a bike. You never forget, really.
A 1994 Harrier jump jet was originally constructed for use in the Arnold Schwarzenegger action classic True Lies. The aerial vehicle saw plenty of use during that film's climax.
You're fired.
It was dusted off and brought back to screen nearly 20 years later for The Avengers. In the iconic superhero film, both Hulk and Thor damage it during the helicarrier sequence. Today, the pieces of that original jet live on in the Volo Auto Museum in Illinois. Thanks to the hard work of the museum staff, the jet has been restored and bears insignias from both films. Number 9. The submarine from Das Boot, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Unser Boot.
Exterior shots are important for establishing a setting, the scene's mood, and for informing audiences where the characters are before interior shots further flesh out that information. Movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark wowed us again and again with great exterior shots.
What's happening? We have most important friends.
Holy shit.
I sent my man for you. You and the girl must disappear. We have a place in the hall. Come on, go. Come on, go, my friend, go.
During this classic adventure film, we get an imposing look at the outside of a submarine. Surprisingly, the budget made it tricky for director Steven Spielberg to get access to a submarine at first. This prompted him to ask the crew behind the action drama Das Boot to borrow their sub. They agreed, and the rest was a little bit of film history trivia. Number 8. Swords from Kill Bill Volume 1, Sin City. It pays to have friends in high places, especially in Hollywood. Case in point, Robert Rodriguez, who looked to his colleague Quentin Tarantino for some assistance when shooting Sin City. Not only did the mind behind Pulp Fiction direct the memorable pit scene, he also lent his friend a very important set of props.
They'll never fit in that trunk. Not like this, they won't. Mijo?
Dry your hair as soon as you get home. You'll catch cold if you don't.
The swords that Devon Aoki's Miho wields in Sin City came from Kill Bill Volume 1. They reportedly belonged to members of the latter film's The Crazy 88 Gang. In an effort to further connect the films, Tarantino said that within the world of Sin City, Miho's swords were made by Kill Bill's legendary swordsmith, Hattori Hanzo.
うぬぼれではなく、これは私の最高傑作。旅の途上で神が立ちはだかれば神をも決めるであろう。
Number 7. Fox Plaza from Die Hard, multiple Hollywood projects. While many sets are built specifically for a film, there are occasions where a specific location has so much character that multiple movies want to shoot there. Fox Plaza is one of those legendary sites. The The lobby of this Los Angeles skyscraper served as the entry point for Die Hard's iconic Nakatomi Plaza back in 1988. Fox Plaza would later double as the KPPX radio station in 1994's Airheads.
Oh yeah! That was for all you pinheads out there too hip to take off your leather jackets in this 95-degree heat.
And in the same year, it made a memorable cameo in the opening to Speed. Even Detective Jake Peralta geeks out at the building during an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nakatomi Plaza. It's the most important monument in all of America. The building from Die Hard. Can we go in? Can we pay our respects?
Number 6. Sets from Dark City, The Matrix.
Listen to me, John. You have their power. You can make things happen by will alone. They call it tuning. That is how they make the buildings change.
Many film fans have mused about how The Matrix seems to be both stylistically and thematically similar to a movie that was released a year earlier, Dark City. Both films have dark neo-noir settings, and both films have characters question the nature of their respective realities. However, the similarities actually go even further than that. The Matrix actually recycled physical sets like staircases from Dark City. The rooftop Trinity famously jumped off also appears in Dark City. Given all the similarities between the films, is there any chance the two universes could cross over in the future?
You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Number 5. Parts of the set from King Kong, Gone with the Wind.
What's that?
Gallant lads must have set fire to the warehouses near the depot.
The burning of Atlanta scene in Gone with the Wind was a pivotal one for this 1939 classic. This sequence demanded a lot of moving parts, skill, and hard work to execute. Did you know that the scene also did a little housekeeping for the storage crew over at MGM? It turns out that old movie sets were set ablaze during the sequence. The large gates that appeared in the iconic 1933 monster movie King Kong were included in the burning wreck. We're not sure if burning parts of iconic sets for the sake of another movie is worth it. However, we have to admit that the end results sure looked epic on screen. Number 4. Acton Lane Power Station from Aliens, Batman.
Let's go, people. Hudson, you got the point. Hicks, watch our tails. Nice and easy.
They say that one person's trash is another person's treasure. But does that also apply to movie locations? We'll allow it because Acton Lane Power Station gave us interior shots for not one, but 2 classic films.
Tracker's off scale, man. They're all around us, man. Jesus.
Maybe they don't show up on infrared at all.
After the defunct London coal station closed in 1983, James Cameron saw it as the perfect place to turn into an alien lair for his 1986 action classic Aliens. The power station returned again for the interior shots of Axis Chemicals. This fictional location is well known for being the spot where one Jack Napier would transform into the Joker. Number 3. Los Angeles Fire Station number 23 from the Ghostbusters franchise. Multiple Hollywood projects.
Hey, does this pole still work? Wow, this place is great. When can we move in? You gotta try this pole.
We just love it when cool-looking buildings like Los Angeles' Fire Station number 23 get a brand new lease on life up on the big screen. The real-life location was once known as the Taj Mahal of firehouses due to its bougie decor and layout. After Fire Station number 23 was officially closed in 1960, it was used as a filming location for a little movie called Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
While its appearance in that franchise is its best-known role, the lobby was actually reused years later in The Mask.
Hey, yo! Bring around the loner. The loner?
The loner.
Beyond that, Fire Station number 23 has also appeared in Flatliners, and that most decorated of law enforcement comedies, Police Academy 2.
Matter, you never saw a man wash his hair before? Oh.
Captain Lassard? I'll be in my room if you need me.
Number 2, the PKE meter prop from the Ghostbusters franchise. Multiple Hollywood projects.
This is hot, Ray.
Symmetrical book stacking, just like the Philadelphia Man's Turbulence of 1947.
You're right, no human being would stack books like this.
Speaking of Ghostbusters, there's just something iconic about the PKE meter design. So much so that it was actually reused in other movies. John Carpenter's brilliant action satire They Live was the first to reuse the PKE in 1988 during that film's climax.
I hear them on the 19th floor above me.
Suburban Commando followed that example in 1991 when the meter showed up as a tracking device.
We can find them with this. It zeroes in on the gun's electronic signal.
A homing device, great! Why didn't we just use this in the first place?
Shut up.
Hey, we can't blame other movies and shows for wanting to get in on that cool PKE design, but we just hope the Ghostbusters got a little financial kickback after people borrowed their designs.
This is honestly one of my favorite types of lists. I love learning about props that are reused and then going to find them in the other movie. And I love Ghostbusters, so I'm really having a great time. I also love the movie that's at number 1. So let's look through some honorable mentions, and then we will name the top time that movie props and sets were reused.
Spaceship props from the War of the Worlds. They took flight again in Robinson Crusoe on Mars. The Paris Opera House from The Phantom of the Opera. We weren't expecting that location to appear in The Muppets.
Welcome back, everyone.
Thanks.
Well, I know the old place is not quite at its best right now.
Yeah, who canceled the maid service?
The Parkwood Estate. It's appeared in everything from Billy Madison to X-Men.
What is this place?
Armor from Starship Troopers. The equipment has supposedly appeared in the Firefly TV show and 2001's Planet of the Apes. The Quality Cafe, a popular meeting place in Seven, Training Day, and many more movies.
It's nice here. May I read my paper? I'm sorry, sir. Thank you.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Multiple laboratory items from Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
If you're gonna do a tribute, why not go all out? The team behind Mel Brooks' classic comedy Young Frankenstein did when they sought out Kenneth Strickfaden, the original prop and set designer from Frankenstein. He was able to supply Brooks with tons of props from the original laboratory set that appeared in 1931's Frankenstein. The end results go a long way to making the Mel Brooks movie feel more authentic and helped it capture the mood of the original.
Life, do you hear me? Give my creation life!
After all, Young Frankenstein is more than just a parody. It's an ode to the classic monster movie genre that contains real items from horror history.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
It really is the attention to detail that makes a great parody, isn't it? Can you think of any other times that props or sets were reused in film? Let us know in the comments, or come tell me on Twitter or Instagram at Rebecca Brayton, or on my YouTube channel. See ya!